Alright, so some of you on my Arkham Knight game review were like, dude, the Joker was definitely in the game. Did you pay attention? Yes, I did pay attention when I played the game, and this has led me to do a spoiler review for Batman Arkham Knight. Friends, family, and fans of the game were like, dude, the Joker is in the game. What are you talking about when you said he wasn't in the game? So from here on out, this is spoiler talk for Batman Arkham Knight. If you have not played the video game, well, yeah, I don't need to give you my spoiler warning spiel that I give in all my spoiler videos, so you know the drill by now. So this is spoiler talk for Batman Arkham Knight. For everybody who is complaining to me, I will answer your question now. Yes, the Joker is in the game, and yes, he is voiced by Mark Hamill. I said he wasn't in the video game originally because I wanted fans of the video game series who didn't think that the Joker was going to be in the game or just make maybe a slight cameo in the game to go into the game with that mindset that he wasn't going to have a prominent role in the game and then have them be totally surprised that he plays a prominent role in the game. Just because he's not in the game doesn't mean he's not in the game, you know what I'm saying? That was my whole mindset behind it. But let's talk about the Joker. I think the Joker story in this game was a lot more exciting and engrossing and a lot more like detail-filled than Scarecrow's story in this game. Seriously, you get the opening shot of the game, you know, it's Joker being cremated. I was like, okay, that's his cameo. He's not going to be in the rest of the game. Truth is, yeah, he's in the rest of the game. Batman is having a hard time dealing with the fact that the Joker is dead and his memory is just it's imprinted in Batman's mind and he can't get it out of his head. Joker's fucking with his mind. Scarecrow then sprays Batman with a fear toxin and allows Batman to have like all these hallucinations of the Joker. So the Joker is popping up in random points in the game, exactly where you would think he would pop up, saying all the stupid bullshit Joker would say. And you also have to remember that Batman has Joker's blood in him. Joker gave Batman a blood transfusion that induces his blood into his body, and here's where the game gets smart, and this is where you have to really pay attention in the game. Because due to the Titan formula and like Joker taking all those like drugs to like get big like he did in Arkham Asylum, yeah, his blood, he's like infected and he's like immune, so yeah, he needs like, that's why he needed a blood transfusion in Arkham City. He gave it to Batman, but he also gave it to a bunch of other citizens, so now they have Joker blood and they're becoming like the Joker. That has got to be the most interesting story I've seen related to the Joker and Batman in a video game, movie, comic, TV show, whatever it may be. It's the most interesting thing I've seen between these two characters. And there's this character named like Johnny Charisma. He's one of the people who are infected by the Joker. You can see he's like his face is all white. He's got like the Joker mouth scar and stuff. He's got the green hair and he's got the purple jacket, and you can tell that dude's becoming the Joker. You're like, dude, take another steroid pill, you are the Joker. There's a part in the game where Batman goes to all these cells to investigate all these people because apparently they got loose, so he has to bring them back to the cell with Robin aiding him in his quest, and they bring them all back to the cell, and Robin's like, dude, we're missing one. Truth is, you have Joker blood in you. You're the next Joker. You are the missing person. I'm like, holy shit. Batman's, like, screwed. Batman is pretty much screwed. He gets locked in the cell, and then he gets out of the cell, and then he locks Robin in the cell, which was interesting. He's all just, no, I'm gonna solve this case on my own, but I'm not gonna use my Christian Bale Batman voice. I'm gonna use my Kevin Conroy Batman voice. Stay here, Robin. If Bane comes with that trigger, tell him not to give it to an ordinary citizen. I don't wear hockey pads. Then there's a flashback in the middle of the game with the Joker. I guess he captured Jason Todd and left Jason Todd to die. He recorded it so he could send it to Batman, and Batman apparently got the recording, so he thought Jason Todd was dead, and Jason Todd was dead, and Jason Todd was killed at the hands of the Joker. I thought that was another cool aspect of the game, that they had Joker kill Jason Todd. And let's talk about the end of the game, because the end of the game has Joker taking control of Batman's mind, body, and soul. And this is when I said in my review that this is the most freakiest, disturbing, creepiest shit I've ever seen in a Batman game, movie, comic book, TV show, anything in Batman lore. It is that creepy. Pretty much the end of the game features Batman and Commissioner Gordon going to confront Scarecrow. Scarecrow puts on a live television feed and has Batman reveal his true identity to the world, and he does. He reveals that he's Bruce Wayne, and then Scarecrow enters his mind, and this is where it gets freaky. Once you enter Batman's mind, you have to beat up all these Jokers in like Crime Alley or something, which wasn't that. Where it gets creepy though, and actually disturbing, is when you are the Joker taking control of a Batmobile. No like missiles or anything, just a machine gun. You're in an arena with all these guys on all four sides of you, and you're just the Joker in the Batmobile, just gunning everybody down. You're just mass murdering everybody. I'm like, holy shit. I'm actually killing people right now. Then the game switches to first person, and you take control of the Joker as in first person, and you're just like obliterating all these Batman statues. You're in like the middle of a cemetery, a like big square fenced in area, just taking out all these Batman statues. You have to go into like creepy like dark areas, put your flashlight on, and boom, right behind you comes a Batman statue. You gotta shoot it. Eventually Batman comes out of the statue, and he and Joker have a fight. To me, this was important for Batman because this is like him locking away Joker. He beats Joker, he puts him in a cell in his mind. That to me is just saying Batman finally got rid of the Joker's memory. He's finally out of his head. It's out of his subconscious. He's locked away in his cell. Batman does not think of the Joker anymore. To me, that was Batman's way of getting rid of the Joker's memory imprinted in his mind. However, now, that's pretty much it for the Joker, so let's go back to Jason Todd, because if it doesn't show him die, this is the rule in movies, if it doesn't show him die, he's not dead. Truth is, Jason Todd is not dead. Jason Todd is the Arkham Knight. Jason Todd is the Arkham Knight because he wants revenge on Batman for allowing him to get captured by the Joker and leaving him there to die and not coming to his aid to save him. That's the Arkham Knight's whole motivation. I'd say Jason Todd's motivation. However, I feel this is where the game struggles with who is the main villain, the Arkham Knight or the Scarecrow. To me, you've had more boss battles against the Arkham Knight. You don't have a single boss battle against the Scarecrow. I look at it like this. The Scarecrow is the brains behind the operation. He is the main villain. He is the brains. He's hired the Arkham Knight to carry out his operation. The Arkham Knight is ultimately his henchman. So Scarecrow's the brains, the main villain, Arkham Knight's the henchman. I do, however, wish you actually did have like an actual boss fight with the Arkham Knight, like actual like combat fight, because all it is him and his big excavator chasing you in the Batmobile. And then you having to sneak around as Batman, trying not to be seen, and once you're not seen, you just grapple up to a gargoyle and you just hit the guy. That's it. Should have been something cooler, but, you know, the series hasn't, you know, given really good boss battles. To me, the boss battles of the Arkham series were always the worst part of the game. But I feel like this one could have taken I feel like this one could have, you know, taken advantage of that. They could have made 2 really good boss battles. But they didn't. Actually, 3, because the end, you have Deathstroke come in, and Deathstroke, you know, for those of you that he's a badass. But he's in his tank, and he sends 60 tanks after you, and you just get in the Batmobile and do battle mode with it? That could have made for a fun boss battle. Or after you're in the tank, like you take down his tank, and he gets out of the tank, and then you just do a combat fight with him. It would have been that easy. So that's pretty much all I have to talk about for the Batman Arkham Knight spoilers. It's a really fun game. I think it's the second best in the trilogy, second best in the series as well. I don't really... Arkham Origins is kind of hard to count because it's like kind of a standalone game that's a prequel to the trilogy, but that's still a fun game, so we'll say this one's the second best in the series, second best in the trilogy as well. Also, I'm going through a bunch of movie series right now. I'm just marathoning the living shit out of them. I've already done Toy Story, Back to the Future, the Hobbit trilogy. I'm doing Jurassic Park right now. I'm going to be doing The Dark Knight this week. I already did my reviews for The Dark Knight, and I'm going to be doing Harry Potter soon. I got to finish those up, and I'm going to be redoing my review for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So if there's any movies, like any old movies or any old movie series that you want me to review, I'll review them. I also got to do the new movies that are in theaters that I get to see as well, but I'll try and balance it out as evenly as I can. Other than that, I thank you for watching, so like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. If you're on YouTube, hit the big red subscribe button, and see you next time. Welcome to Maddenville.